Another episode of The Ascended, a game that is run in Selezen's Dungeon, Elite Encounters. So how are you all today?
Doing well.
Meh.
Good, good.
Morning.
So anyway, yeah. So we've only done one intro, so we're going to do this one more time. We'll start at the bottom, move right across. Simon is, unfortunately, he had to work late, so he's not going to be here because he'd be running on exactly zero sleep. DJ is here, but his camera malfunctioned, so you're going to get the signal loss for him. But let's start at the bottom. Blaze Benjamin, who's your character? Tell us just a little bit about him.
I am playing Malcolm McLaren. He is an ex-federal military tech guy, basically hacker / computer specialist.
Nice.
He hangs out with Titus a lot. They've been working together for a little while now.
Well, that works nice because the next one up is DJ. Tell us about Titus.
He punches things. That's basically all you need to know about Titus. He punches things.
He does do that. Alec.
I'm Zion Pierce, their mechanic, former mechanic pilot.
Okay. Buttons.
Lady Margaret Cromwell. Osh Totty. You're now ambassador of Marks and Armours. Basically just here for the power aspect.
Indeed.
Oh, and the wine.
Which there has been copious amounts of. If you could, just lower your sensitivity on TeamSpeak just a little bit, because you were kind of cutting out there. But, having said that, we'll move right on to Selezen.
Hi, I'm Carson Drake. I'm a private investigator working with these guys to try and get some, stuff done for a change. It's not working out that way.
So, where we last left off, they had a message from this character called 11D, and this character presents himself as a semi-autonomous communications protocol. So, the mission that they got from him was to go and find the operator in one of these core sys sectors, way out all the way by Sajay. Excuse me. In the meantime, though, after buying some completely overly expensive armor from Marks and Armor, they got a little mission from the clerk there and saved themselves some embarrassment. They are trying to find out who's been stealing money from them. So,
And Titus looked at pretty buildings.
and Titus did look at pretty buildings. That is absolutely right. So, we're gonna pick up where we left off earlier. Kill that music. There we go. We're going to pick up where we left off, and you have found an IP address. You weren't able to trace the IP address, but you have a couple more options, and we'll pick up with you right now, leaving the store and heading back towards the starport, because you just got a communication from Titus saying he's on his way back.
I'd like it noted that Titus has a phone hand with I Heart Hack and I written on it, a t-shirt that's at least 2 sizes too small for him that says I Heart Hack and I on it, and an Imperial Palace keyring.
Oh my god.
And also a small scale of 2.
Picturing
but
him
when
like in
Margaret
this cut off
sees this-
shirt, his entire chest is
Equipment. Add.
covered, but then everything down.
I
Just
heart
rippling abs.
Akinar t-shirt. Too small.
I like to think he's wearing it, and it's just busting at the seams, and his guts
Yeah.
kind of hanging out a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, he's just his belly's completely out.
One. I heart Akinar bone and
Let me ask you a quick question, DJ. Does Titus suck his thumb at all? Because I can just see him with like this model and maybe
didn't.
like a foam Duval, you know,
my
like
God.
a plushy Duval with the one, and he's just kind of sucking his thumb a little bit.
Baby Titus needs his drugs.
You can burp him then.
Oh god, no thank you. When Margaret sees him wearing all this, by the way, she simply just puts her hand onto her face and sighs quite loudly.
I have added them to.
Okay.
I've added them to my inventory as asked. Sorry, I just wanted to get that out of the way before we started because that's clearly what he's bought.
Perfectly fine. So, you end up at the, you guys all end up at the transport stand, just outside of the spaceport, where you meet back up with Titus, and yes, you see the wonder that is now, the Imperial fanboy in Titus, and we'll pick it up from there.
At least he has some taste.
Palace was beautiful. What we do?
It is. We've got a job.
Yes.
Actually, I would explain where it's from, but I doubt you've ever shopped at Marks and Armour's, Titus.
What's that then?
There we are. It's a shop for higher class people.
Also, if I recall, it's currently the middle of the night.
Gosh, is it?
I suppose I could just look up and see what color the sky is, but that
Bloody daylight saving times. So, we have to go find out who's been being a naughty boy and stealing some money. Definitely sounds like a interesting mission, and there's certainly some credits in it. So, what would you say, Titus? Joining us?
Do I get to punch something?
No, most likely.
User in
Excellent.
your
I'm
channel
in.
timed out.
As I thought. So, where was this signal coming from?
I think she means the IP address.
But that would be.
yeah, we didn't trace it, right?
No. You guys miserably failed your trace rolls.
Wait, no.
Yeah.
Scrap that. No, I totally forgot myself. Out of character. Bank. We're heading to the bank.
You are heading to the bank. Well done.
Margaret would have remembered that. I just have not. We're headed to, what is it? The Royal Bank of Aknar? Or
It's the 15 thirds Bank of Akinar.
also known as Space SBC.
Yes, Spacious PC.
So we're going to Space SBC. We have to go track
Spank.
someone down.
Did you just suggest that the bank should be called Spank?
The space bank.
Yes. So we're going to Spanx. No, oh my god. We're not going to Spank.
We're not
the
going
banker,
to
don't worry.
Spank. We're not
I
going
was
to.
about to say, I'm pretty convinced that Spank is a very different type of establishment.
That means
Different-
that
different
bankers
type of bank.
at Space SBC are called spankers. I'm so
we getting to
Yeah, let's-
HSBC?
Let's get to this bank.
Do we need to get a spoober?
Not again.
No, you can just take the planetary transport. The planetary transport. The spoober is to get you from planet to planet or system to system.
Ah, so we
Okay.
need
It's
we
rent a
need
ship.
spiffed then, yeah.
Jesus Christ!
We need a spaxi. Wait, that's really bad
I think that would
sounding.
be split.
It's not even in space. It's a goddamn transport. You could just take a taxi. You're on a planet.
Get a spaxi.
It's not
Plaxi.
in space.
Plaxi.
A taxi.
get a Plaxi.
Fine, take a
Well, the size
goddamn.
of P, so it's just
A
taxi.
plaxi, a planet-based taxi. Excellent. There we go. Right, let's get a plaxi.
That means if we're going to the planet side bank, it's the plank we're going to, not the spank.
Oh, that's a good point.
Gonna walk the plank, eh?
Bar.
This is not Sea of Thieves. Give it up for 3 hours.
I've not written that RPG yet.
Elsewhere on the planet, the detection grids suddenly light up, and everyone's like, "Oh no! How did we miss it?" And a large meteor comes down and slams into the city you're in, and you're all dead. You can start over now.
We can go home.
You're right, Chaos.
Yes.
You're right.
Plaxi.
Do-
Plank.
No,
Do you want to talk about it?
May have realised what he's gotten himself into as a DM at this point. Anyway,
With this
No
group,
going
yeah,
back,
especially.
Chaos. There's no going back.
I'll have you know that I am a lore master.
yes, that's a good point. Sorry.
There are no dungeons here yet.
Okay, so can we,
Sponges.
in all seriousness, while this lot
Yes,
is
let's go to the
around,
bank.
Can I just
Sort of
call
far
the
from
cab,
the bank.
please?
Nope, still shit.
Yes.
Okay, you hail a taxi.
I'll do.
You know that here in this major city and in the capital city
Why
of
can't
Akron,
I hear anyone? Damn it, hang on.
you would know that in the capital city and in the major cities around here, transport is completely free. The transports are completely automated. You turn around, this little robot guy. Hi, I'm Johnny Cab. No, we're not doing Johnny Cab.
So
Too
what
late.
you're
You already
saying
put it in
is
here.
It's the Akanar Spunderground.
Authority cannon.
Cannon. So, yes, Johnny Plab shows up, and basically all it does is it goes, destination, please.
We need to go to Space SBC.
Okay. And it replies, destination noted. Buckle up, please.
I love these sound effects so much.
And a minute or two later, Base SPC. Please exit the cab.
Sound muted. Sound resumed.
He does so.
Please
Well,
exit the cab.
I guess we should
Yep,
exit the cab.
leaving the cab.
Please exit the cab.
These things are impatient, aren't they?
Please don't
exit the
punch the
cab.
cab, Titus. Please.
I was
I
about to
exit the
say.
cab.
All right, you're
Oh.
out of the cab.
Selezen's got no sound.
Well, we'll just assume newly deaf Drake has just you hand signaled to him and off he went.
It is, you scare them so much that they never tell no one what you look like.
Oh, that's not how that works. That is not how that works.
I find if you remove like about a quarter of their small finger, that tends to do the trick.
We aren't robbing the bank, Titus.
Confirmed. Titus chaotic evil.
I'm just gonna reach over and grab Titus's, cigar cutter, put it in my pocket for safekeeping.
Okay, so we're now at the bank. You walk into the. Sorry, small Akinari creatures are speaking to me.
Ah.
Yes. So you walk into the bank. Ding, ding, ding. And There's a
I want
dec-
to clarify. Me and Titus are standing outside admiring the surrounding scenery, while everyone else is going in
Okay.
to talk to the bank.
Okay. And
But
when
I
you
wanted-
go ahead.
We're just gonna stand outside and have a smoke.
Okay, I'll admire the building. It is the Grand Imperial Bank is quite a pretty building, so
It is. It's very impressive. Space
platinum
HBC.
everything.
They've really done wonders with this branch. So
excellent.
you walk in. Can I have a let's see here. Let's do a sanity check from Carson and Buttons.
God, what am I doing? Why are we? Oh no.
Sanity.
Hey,
What's
have to
going
roll
on in this
sanity.
bank?
what's the difficulty?
Just 3.
And that is. How'd you do a sanity check?
Just literally click sanity.
There's a sanity button? Oh, sorry. Oh god, that's loud.
Carson and Mr. Cromwell, you both realize that you just walked into Space HBC when you're supposed to be at 15 Thirds Bank of Akinar.
Did you just do this to us, Chaos?
I'm the one who told you what the bank was, and you guys decided to go to Space SBC. But-
Lord.
You would also know that because you're here, if you just look across the street, 15 Thirds Bank is over there across the street.
Margaret, without saying anything, turns on her toes, does not mention she's in the wrong bag, and just marches across the street. She looks at nobody in the eyes. Nobody. Nobody mentions this, or they lose their heads.
Oh, well, go ahead and tell him, PJ.
I'm just gonna pass the bag of drugs over to Ben and raise an eyebrow, really.
All right. Let me have.
And we're the stoners.
Oh come on, that's not fair. As players, we're not. I'm not paying attention because I'm trying to fix technical shit.
Yeah, no,
That's
no,
just
yeah, no,
unfair.
To be fair, I was just rolling with it.
All right. Let me, DJ. Let me have a speed roll from you. Set difficulty to 3, and you can add 1 for your drug knowledge. And
Why?
Malcolm, you can do.
Why?
Because narcotics are illegal on Akinar, and you're.
Fuck off,
passing-
are they? Fuck off, are they?
I am going to
Are they
just
not?
assume
No.
in the
Then my mistake. You just hand him a bag of drugs.
Thank
in the
thank
30th
you.
century, I just assume everyone's getting high. Let's be real.
Okay.
We're very
Is
progressive
Akinar
in
the
the
space
future.
version of Amsterdam?
No, well, this is the thing about the Empire. They basically, if you're not fucking your own family members, children, or killing people, you're pretty much cool.
So the copper walks up the Titus and goes, "Hey, do you want a light for that?"
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. Then you hand him a bag of drugs.
Starts to get high.
Do
and
that.
goes to the
Do that on Earth, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but the feds
Why
have
would
killed
we
you,
wanna
let's
go
be
there?
honest.
Earth.
What? They also can't win a battle. What up? Oh, Chaos is having families.
Children of
You can't
chaos.
strangle your children
Instruction.
live.
One instruction.
My bad.
Yes, go watch whatever you want. Oh my god. I'll be up in a few minutes to help you.
Cats! Now we're children!
They're
Children of
usually so
chaos.
good. Today
They
is
have
the day that
attacked.
they're just gonna be constantly down here, I can tell.
Shall we just give it? Shall we just give up today?
I
Seriously,
swear to God.
Christ
No.
Almighty.
Anyway, so now you walk into the correct bank. So there's the three of you. You're in the correct bank. What do you do?
Why are we in this bank? Are we getting money out or something?
No, we're.
I've totally forgot where we are.
This is where the shopkeep has sent us to investigate their missing.
Ah,
I'm
right.
outside, you
Okay,
can't
yeah,
hear
it's
me
the
tell you that.
shopkeep investigator. Right. Sorry. Thank you.
OOC check. What was the name of the person we're looking for?
Lily Johnson.
Lily Johnson. We're here to look for what's her name? Lillian Johnson. Lily Johnson.
Are you just saying this out loud in the middle of the?
No. She's sort of over to Selezen, sort of going,
I'm here for Lily Johnson.
Are any of you Lily Johnson? It's like the anti-version of the bar fight.
To be fair, I could
Well,
totally see Maggie walking in and doing that.
You would also remember that Lily Johnson is the account holder to where the funds have been transferred.
Okay. You say that, DJ. Literally last session, she managed to stop an entire bar fight by doing that. So, I was about to say Maggie. Margaret's going to go to the cashiers. Fucks.
I'm sorry. You said you're going to one of the tellers.
Yes.
Okay. Hello and welcome to 15 Thirds Bank of Akana. How may I assist you today?
Yes. I'm looking to. I'm looking. Oh, sorry. I'm here for a friend. I'm looking into the account for Lily Johnson.
Oh, well, unless you have identification, records are quite confident.
You see, we're here on business from some higher ups.
Yes, I am also here for business.
You work here, of course you are, sir. Is that all you're going to say? Are we going to continue this? Is there any way you can at least inform me where... The issue is that I need to access her account, or at least I need to...
Do you?
We need to find her for business.
Hmm.
Can you tell me anything about this woman?
Her name is Lily Johnson.
Fine. He turns, walks past Selezen and just goes, "You try."
Who's this Selezen person?
Carson. Been a while.
Yes, sir. May I assist you? Welcome to 15 Thirds Bank of Akana.
Hi. I was looking to open an account, please. Is there an automated teller machine I can use to do that?
Yes, right over there.
Thank you very much. Right, I'm going to go over to that machine and I'm going to see if there's any way I can hack it with my finger thing.
Techies.
Oh,
Find it the classy way.
you're going to hack a bank terminal in a bank with people.
That's open.
Yeah, I'm going to try. If it's going to be overly open, or there's no way of kind of concealing what's going on, then I'll think twice. But I just want to see if it's a possibility that there's a secluded ATM machine that I could use my digital finger thing to sort of stick into it and see if I can do that without anyone seeing that. I may be relying on people to make a diversion at some point, but once I've investigated it.
Margaret's going to, as soon as she sees
Okey-dokey.
him heading towards the terminal, walk out the bank. She knows where this usually leads. She knows it's a stupid idea.
Can I tap her on the shoulder as she goes past me or anything?
Yeah, you can.
Can you hang around? I may need a diversion.
He whispers, "I'd rather not get caught for an alarm going off."
Well, if you're the diversion, you won't get caught.
Am I
You
not?
guys immediately go for the technical aspect rather than just, hey, by the way, this place is getting robbed. Maybe you can help us. Is there a bank manager available?
We're
That's
not,
okay. Let's do the
we're not
technical
those
thing.
kinds of people.
Why would they just say they're going to rob a bank?
No, 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 no. Not this. The Marks and Armor. We've been hired by Marks and Armor to find out where this money's going. Can we
No,
speak
she
to the
didn't
manager?
mention that because Marks and Armor said that they wanted to make certain that it was under wraps.
This is true.
They did,
They
yeah.
asked for it to be under wraps, so she never mentioned who she was working for.
This
That's
is
why.
true. Very good. Okay. So yes, Selezen, Carson, you walk up to this automated teller.
Crap arse. Wait a sec, wait a sec, wait a sec.
I think we're getting technical issues again.
Come on, beep.
Selezen integrating with a machine is doing better love stories than Twilight. Yeah, Birdcat. It's wireless headset seems to want to do other things.
We are cursed. We are cursed. There is nothing that everyone's cursed.
Nate Mac. That may be a thing. We don't know yet.
Thirst.
But
Thirst.
Yeah, I got these headsets. It uses this thing called a wire, and I plug it in. It works. Right? It's about
No, I think we're having connection issues again.
I'm not fucking be our next step in the head. I think he's gonna see me.
Malcolm and Titus. In the bank, or are you outside for that stuff?
I'm outside.
Okay. Let's flip over to you.
Two successes.
You do see a fire escape. Looks like it could be a pretty easy door, maybe, to get through. But the fire escape, the ladder's up 12 feet. You walk around. There's definitely a back door.
12 feet up?
Yeah.
Titus, you want to give me a boost?
Yeah, no worries. Can I literally, just throw him into the air at this point, please?
Huh?
I'm gonna throw him at the ladder, basically.
He's like, forming a hold and launching me up at this fire escape.
Yep.
All right. Let me have a physique roll. Set your difficulty to 4.
Physique, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
5 successes.
And you managed to just perfectly put him right through that hole. Right through the hole in the fire escape. And so easily were you able to do this that very gently he kind of comes against the ladder and you can just grab on without even making a check.
Fuck! It's huge!
Right.
Jammy
So
bastard.
now that I'm up here, can I have a look at this door?
Sure.
What kind is it? What's the locking mechanism?
Oh, by the way, I'm just
Well,
gonna lean
first, can I
against...
check? Is it locked?
It is very locked.
All right.
I'm just gonna lean against the wall and smoke the joint while
Okay.
I'm waiting.
I'm gonna need you to make set your difficulty to 5, and then I need an agility plus awareness.
While he's doing that, I'm back now fully.
Okay, awesome.
I don't.
It was
have
supposed to be a diversion and we might be slightly breaking into the building a little bit.
I don't have any agility. You want my body or
You want my body?
your
Body
your
dice
body?
plus senses plus awareness.
Body plus senses plus awareness. So that's 6. 66.
Yep. All you have to do though is just chuck 3 at awareness and go.
Yeah.
And your difficulty is 5.
Yeah. 1 success.
Hey! What do you think you're doing up there? As a security guard comes around the corner.
Can I punch him and knock him out, please?
Oh.
As you're walking up to him, you see him grab a communications device and go, "We got a couple of people up here on this fire escape, left side of the building." Or south
Okay,
side
I'm
of the
gonna
building.
change my mind about punching him.
Port side.
I hate you. I'm gonna change my mind about punching him in that
Okay.
case. Rather rapidly. And, okay, so I'm gonna talk to him, I guess. Yeah, it's alright. We're here from structural maintenance. There's some cracking on the
Right.
foundation of the balustrade up there, and we were told to come and have a look at it. Now, we could have come and bothered you, but to be perfectly honest, it wasn't much effort to send my mate up there to have a quick look. He's going to be up there for a couple of minutes, it's not a problem.
You're gonna go with this, huh?
And I just shout down, "We're very good at our jobs."
I will need you set your difficulty to 5 and then make an influence roll.
Does anybody have the equivalent to a clipboard? Because if you have a clipboard, it looks like you know what you're doing.
Oh, I
Oh,
am
yeah.
in fact saying this whilst wearing an I Heart Acknell t-shirt that's too small. I have a joint dangling out my mouth.
Chaos.
In this case, I
You look
forgot
like a
about that.
maintenance. You look like a maintenance user.
Your difficulty is now 6.
I've seen builders that You look dodgy.
And I have to do influence, yes?
Influence with a difficulty of 6.
Fucking hell.
Well, that's not
There
really
was an
possible.
error with your formula. Try again.
What is your influence?
I have
Yeah, I
got
did. That's
inputs.
Titus saying
He doesn't
that.
have any. He's got a mind of 1.
Yeah.
Wait, you have 1 die?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what Margaret
roll
and
mine.
fucking Carson were fucking built for, and they're downstairs.
If ever you are going to roll a 6,
I will let you have 1 extra die for your building knowledge, your architecture knowledge.
Okay. So
Oh god, they're gonna get killed.
it still doesn't like that formula.
Do discipline +1.
Okay.
Right.
Shit.
So, what you're telling me is that Big Huey here, and this guy, are building maintenance. Why don't you come down from here and we're gonna have a little talk?
Okay, mate, we're busy. We've got 17 buildings to deal with in the next day. If you take up my time, I'm gonna come back here when you finish work,
And
and
where's
we're
your
gonna
work
have
order?
a little tete-a-tete. Buck my work order, and at this point I'd like to use intimidation. Buck my work order, go away, peon.
Okay. You can use make it difficulty 5, and I'll take physique. Yeah, make a physique.
Physique plus my actual thing in intimidation, so
Yep.
extra dice. So that'll be 8 dice, 4
Difficulty
successes
5. 4 successes.
at difficulty 5.
Right. You just stay here.
Oh no.
And he turns around and walks away. Back
how, like, far away? I'm assuming they're just standing right under.
Is it enough time for him to do
Us,
what he needs
right.
to do?
You can do a quick observation. Of this.
Yeah, well, that's like, what's the lock and everything look like? Oh.
You have to give me an intellect, and do you have any lock breaking?
I don't have
And set your
lock
difficulty
picking,
to 3.
but I have stealth and I have like improvisation.
No, just give me a straight intellect check then. Set your difficulty to 3. Nope, they just set the alarm off. You hear it? No.
4 successes.
You can tell.
Really exit.
You can tell that this door is not only bolted but mag locked. And when you tap on it, there is absolutely no.
Oh, no.
Solid,
Microphone muted.
probably glass steel.
Well, that doesn't seem very safe in the event of emergency. Right.
I love that you also tried to break into a bank without any tools to do so.
You are aware who our 2 characters are, yeah?
Yeah, but
I would
still.
expect more
We're
out of Malcolm.
basically like the Jay and Silent Bob of the Elite universe.
I just want Titus of a boombox. That's all I want in my life now.
So, are you guys gonna just hang out, or are you gonna like maybe?
Well, to be honest, my at this point, I'm gonna just look up at Malcolm and be like, "We get out of here."
Yeah.
We'd better move on to the next building.
Yeah.
I, jump down into his waiting arms.
Okay. And while this is happening, we flip back
Epic
over
shit.
to
Microphone
Mr. Drake.
activated.
There is a data port. You can get to it rather inconspicuously.
Okay, I shall do so then.
Wait, no, he never told Margaret what she was the distraction for and what she was doing.
Well, at the point where everything failed on me, I was only just getting around to the point of saying that once I get to the ATM, I will then work out whether it's going to be possible to do it, and then what kind of distraction I would need. So I've not had a chance to tell you that yet, and while they've been doing all their bit. So I do apologise, madam.
Margaret's just going to sort of reply with just a, they're already likely suspicious of me. I just attempted to get into someone's account. You
Yes.
think I'm going to be a very good distraction here?
Oh yeah, because they'll be watching you more closely than they're going to be watching me, aren't they?
Yes, but I have a reputation to uphold.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
fucked.
I think we just provided a pretty good distraction.
I know. I'm getting to that.
He did call for more
Margaret,
guard backup.
you would
right?
also notice. You would
Investigators.
also notice. You see two of the guards on the main floor. Kind of do this and then start walking towards the back.
Margaret just glances at them, glances back at Carson. Oh, what have they done?
Something.
I'm leaving before they get us killed.
Something
Or
very
worse,
dumb but
they're
very
going to
clever.
Ruin our reputations.
So, Carson, if you're just gonna do like a general probing of the system, I give me intellect plus whatever your hacking skills, and then just set the difficulty to 4.
I just want to clarify, Margaret has left the building.
He's out.
She knows that they're doing something out there. He's about to fucking set off an alarm. She is not getting involved.
1 success.
You try to get into this. You try to see where the holes in the system are. This system looks pretty basic. If you don't have a PIN or a password, you're pretty screwed. There doesn't seem to be a lot of extra systems that maybe you could get around.
Hmm. Okay, it's going to somebody with a bit more talent than me.
Where's Zeon? What's this happening?
Well, I'm out of
Zeon
ideas.
and Benjamin are probably have the best characters for this. Zeon and Malcolm, is it?
Yeah, probably. Wonder if there's any way we can swap them round. I can keep banging away at it and give it a couple of tries and see where I can get, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do this in the time we've got.
You're poking around takes all of a minute.
Okay. So they're creating a distraction.
Yeah, what's going on with the others whilst this is happening?
I imagine what we just did is going on while
Yeah,
this
what
is
they
happening
just did
because
is currently going on.
Okay.
Right about now, Titus is intimidating the officer, the security guard.
Where's Zeon at the moment?
I'm sorry?
Where's Zeon at the moment?
Dire.
With them.
So
What?
you're just kind of
Yeah, I was
in
with
the
them.
alleyway.
Ah,
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's basically been watching Titus and Malcolm with kind
just
of a
going,
disgusted look on his face.
Oh,
So
God,
the
please
usual.
don't get us in jail.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. I'll give it a try, but I'm not going to promise I can do anything here. I might need some help with it. Keep an eye. If you see anyone who's maybe going to start to walk towards us, distract them. Lady Margaret, please.
Margaret's already left,
Ow.
you know.
A
Yeah,
shit?
you're by yourself.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah, she left as soon as she saw shit going on and you going towards that terminal. She heard your whispers and she went nope and left.
Fine. I'll go for it then. I just hope that they've made enough of a distraction.
You'll be fine.
And Selezen, out of character to answer your question on this, a success is a success. You're completely correct, but what I'm basing it on kind of a scale. If you get like 1 success, you get the basic information. If you get 2 successes, you get more information.
It's fair enough. Alright, it's fine. Yeah.
So if you'd like to redo the same roll, you're perfectly fine. And you can actually, because you've already kind of seen the basic systems, so you know how to filter through the bullshit, you can add an extra die.
Filter through the bullshit.
Yeah, you don't need to see the general login. You don't need to see, you don't need to see the voice prompt module. you can
Would you like to see your bank statements for the last 70 years?
exactly
You accidentally pressed yes. Here you go.
2 successes. Now
Right on.
it looks fairly impenetrable, but you were able to pull a directory tree this time, and you can see where the account database links into this.
Okay. I shall
You
see
would
if I can.
also know. You would also know that it seems that these automated teller machines are linked via network, and you could get the same information from any of this bank's teller machines.
Okay. The one that I'm at, are there any that are in a more secluded location, or
You cut out. I'm sorry. Are there any that are where?
in a more secluded location, or did we say any on the way into the bank itself that aren't actually in the bank?
There's one outside. There's 2 next to you, in the wide open. But you'd also know this bank is pretty popular. There's ATMs literally everywhere.
Okay. Well, we'll see what we can do here as soon as we're started at this one. We've got a distraction ongoing anyway, so I'll carry on.
Okay.
I'll see if I can get into this accounts folder and try looking for Lily's folder.
Okay. You can have all the same dice, and your difficulty is going to be 5.
Ooh.
Come on, Daddy. Baby needs a new pair of shoes. Oh yes.
You're able to penetrate the initial security layer, and well enough that you were able to clone a login to get in and pull this Lily's account. You were able to find it. You were also able to find that there is a shitload of money on the balance.
Okay, it's looking bad for Miss Lily.
Someone's been naughty.
You are also able to pull an address and a comlink number.
There it is.
Excuse me, Madam Margaret, you're not even there. You don't even know about this. You wandered off.
MOC.
At the same time, though,
It's because we're both posh.
in the back of your head, you start hearing boop, 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 boop.
All right, I'll take a copy of that information into my data scanner, into my data thing, my neural link, and I'll close off.
Okay, you log out.
That should be enough information, I think. Can I indicate towards the guys who are arguing with the staff that we're done? I'll try and get their attention.
You walk out. If you walk out,
Just walk out. Simple enough. Fair enough.
yeah. Zion would very easily see you. Alice, absolutely. At this point, the security guard would be now rounding the corner and going back into the building.
I shall tell Lady Margaret we're done. Act natural.
Whispers over. Did you? Did it?
Mm-hmm. Mission accomplished.
I'm impressed.
All right. So,
So, what do we do about the others?
are
You'll
you gonna
catch us up.
We're already
They
back
just
on the
around.
ground. I jumped off at the end.
Yeah, we're on to our
ready to
next
go.
building.
Oh,
We're leaving to our next building. We're done.
damn.
So are
That went
you?
far too smoothly.
Unlike everything else in this fucking stream.
So, Carson dear,
Yes,
what's
darling.
the address?
85 Edward Street. Next to the Plaza de Leon.
Hold on. We have this woman's login information to her bank account now, yes?
Well, we have her account details. I think did we get login information as well? Yeah?
You have her basic account details. You do not have her login information.
No.
You cracked into the basically the account database, not the security database.
I have a feeling
Okay.
her account was flagged, so any access of that system, that's what set off the little beeping or whatever it was. So,
You would not know that there was a beeping unless.
true.
Even if we could
Never
get
mind.
into her account, the main issue is we need to stop this, not just get the money back. That was the agreement.
In terms of Carson's opinion of why the alarm went off, alarm's an alarm. You don't question why, you just fuck off out the way. Oh, Chaos Children are back.
Uh-oh.
Baby
Children of
dispensers.
Coas.
Wait, no.
Children of Chaos.
Please hold while we have minor technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen.
Not again.
In the meantime, please accept this small piece of music.
What would a baby dispenser look like?
A baby dispenser?
A woman.
Say baby chaos dispenser. And it came out as
I was
baby
about to
I was
dispenser.
say,
gonna say, look
As
at
a
a
member
woman.
of the female race, did they not teach you this in biology?
I am not a fucking baby dispenser. God damn it, that is not enough. That is not the fucking.
Speaking for your people, Alice.
Not the name for women. You're not baby dispensers. Jesus Christ.
Well, it's only fair. We get called sperm donors, so
Do you?
quite often, yeah.
I'm just mentally picturing where you like tip their head back and a baby pops out.
Like
God,
Pez.
Like Pez dispensers.
Yes.
Oh, that image is never going to
I thought
go
we could
away.
bend it.
Chaos is
No.
gonna come back and he's gonna be so confused with what his chat's saying.
Yep.
You know those weird like vending machines you get in Japan that have like panties in, except it has babies in,
Oh God.
and just like happy, just baby Japanese mascots just on the side. They're very, very confusing. Something.
Bifford, I was trying to. I've had all sorts of technical issues, and my webcam's not working for some reason. I don't know why. It was working last night when I was talking to someone on Discord, and this morning the computer won't pick it up.
What's that?
Yay!
Bifford moaning again. Ugh.
Lol.
Hashtag. Hashtag. It's not a fucking word. Hashtag chaos children.
Tis now.
The
Hashtags.
children of chaos does sound a little bit like something from 40k.
No, I love it. Children of Chaos is
They are.
fantastic.
They are. They
They-
came from warp. I swear to God, I had nothing to do with their creation.
If they ever turn up, can we just start bringing up hashtag of the children of chaos? It really does sound like we're starting a metal band.
Only if they are actually referred to as the children of Coas. We don't want.
Coas, yes.
We don't want to be.
Yeah, they don't come from the warp. They come from the rap.
Is this a bootleg?
All right. Anyway, so
Yeah, I sold the book. Woo.
where are you guys heading next? Ooh, congratulations.
Imagine to this address.
Yep, let's
Tell
go.
me.
Well, not the. Yeah, I'll tell everybody what the address is. Address, sorry. I'll be English. And yeah, shall we go?
Okay.
I'm good.
You hail a taxi.
Well, how far is it?
It's a couple of miles away.
Just clarification: were we asked to go and confront her personally, or did the guy that runs Marks and Space place want to know Marks and Armor? That was it. Just want
Just
to know
want
who
to
it
know what it
was, or
was.
get confirmation.
He just wanted to know who it was, didn't he?
That's what I thought.
Okay.
Can we take this information back to our lovely friend? What was his name? William
Yes. William Johnson the
the
Third.
Third. I remember.
Have we all gathered together now? Are we all?
We are gathered here today.
So does this William guy need punching?
No, don't. He's a lovely fellow. Don't. No punching, William.
Oh.
Lovely.
So what am I supposed to do?
Oh,
Punch your
yes,
Willie
of course
later.
You weren't here last time. Just stay outside and don't say anything.
Are there lots of people around at the moment?
Oh yeah, it's a busy street. It's like noon.
I'll just tell him to go punch a random guy.
No, don't tell
We're
him
gonna
that.
get arrested.
Don't do that.
Not if we don't do it. We just walk into the shop and let him go.
Yes, but
Titus
no.
was on the verge, I'd like to point out before Maggie said no, don't do that. Titus was on the verge of literally walking up to the chap that was randomly walking past us with a bald fist.
She's just like, no! Down, boy! Like, Malcolm, keep him on a leash, please. He's walking in after that. She's just straight up walking into Mark's armor. No, she's done.
I'll walk in as well with a very, very quiet giggle to myself.
Okay, so now here at Marks and Armor, you walk in, and hello, oh, Lady Margaret, hello,
Hello, William. How are you?
and Mr. Drake, yes, hello. How are you enjoying the armor?
Doing well. Would you mind if we pulled you to the side for some, we need some personal recommendations. Oh, some...
certainly. Excuse me, Governor, would you mind, one sec, Judy, yes, give him another, I'm sorry, what were you drinking? Yes, another one of those, please. Be right back. I assume we've, completed the...
Yes, we have. Mm-hmm. So, we have the address of the lady that you're after.
Ah,
Is-
and her name?
Yes, Lily Johnson, I believe. Is it Johnson? No,
That's
it
my
was
last
out of
name,
character.
right?
Was that Johnson?
Yes,
Okay, that was right, cool.
yes.
Turns out she's got a lot of money in her account. So,
Indeed. However,
you need to be reporting to the police.
I don't have any relatives of that name, and we've never had an employee of that name.
Well, we have the address for you to send them to.
Do you have a computer,
Well,
Mr. Johnson?
certainly,
May I use it for a second?
Of course.
I
And he
shall-
walks over and logs it in.
I shall plug my finger into his computer and download the stuff from my neural thing into his thing.
Phrasing. Out of character. Phrasing.
There's a...
Maps.
It opens up a
ET
new
phone home.
text document, and you put all the information into it.
Even better than an address, we have proof.
He looks at the address and goes, I know this address, and he pops it into Smoogle Maps, and he goes this address is abandoned.
Excuse me?
This address is abandoned. Nobody lives there.
What was it? How do you know this, is what I'm asking.
Well, it's right next to the theater.
Oh, I think I know it. You're right. Oh, it's been so long since I've been to the theatre here.
It was quite a nice restaurant, but
Is it-
tax
has it
evasion
really
and whatnot
closed down?
made his magistrate very angry.
Gosh, I haven't been to Spoegi's for so long.
Yes,
Sorry, I
they
can't
definitely had
keep
the
a straight face on that one.
they definitely had the best.
Luigi.
The finest
Linguini.
Italian restaurant in Spain.
They had outstanding linguini.
I remember.
Mrs.
I remember
Selezen, everybody.
Hi.
Hello. Hi. I'm just gonna give him a quick quiz. I'm off.
And
Thank you,
and
Dad.
suddenly a woman assaults Carson.
Apparently, they've just said, and suddenly a woman assaults Carson.
Oh.
No! Unsolicited public affection not allowed.
Actually, on Akinar, it probably is.
In Akala, you're under stage run for the street.
I was
I'm
gonna
sure
say.
it'll be fine.
I'll explain later, but I have no pain right now.
Cool. Drugs! Awesome.
No, no drugs.
Ah.
Bye guys.
After you
Bye. I've got to order drugs.
after you've denied the invitation to the International Church of Akinar, we'll call them the Jehovah's Witnesses. you've decided that you didn't, in fact, want to join.
Jesus, I missed a hell of a lot when the wife was in there. What the hell?
Cult of Duval. So, if we've got a dead end, certainly a problem. Even I understand that. Wait,
Is
no,
it
what's
is
that
it worth
sound?
paying a visit to that place anyway? Just seeing what's actually there, see if there's
Yeah,
any
you
clues.
also have a comlink number.
We do. That's
Fair
true.
point.
Well, I'll try
No.
ringing it. Shall I?
No, Carson,
No.
Carson dear.
Okay.
I think we should, as much as we are quite soft-spoken, these seem like people that perhaps may need something a little more intimidating. I'd suggest giving it to Titus for once.
Interesting.
He can certainly scare the bejesus out of one, so
Just by appearing in front of me can do that.
exactly. Do you want to go fetch him from out front?
Okay. Yes, Belide.
Once he's gone, by the way, she leans over. Also wondering, would I be able to get the title of ambassador, or, an ambassador for Marks and Armours? Friend of Marks and Armours, if we complete this.
Well,
Having
this
someone
is-
with the
this is
Cromwell
merely
name.
one front to the grand corporation, but why, this location certainly, Ambassador Lady Margaret Cromwell.
I mean, obviously, with having my sort of name, I don't expect to do any sort of paperwork or such, but having my sort of name to bring people in, I can obviously spread the name of this particular Marks and Armours all around the galaxy.
Well, I can certainly put your request through. I unfortunately only manage this particular location.
No, this location will do. It's fine. Just for you personally. I would love to be able to help out with my name further.
Certainly. One second, and he disappears and comes back with a hollow imager. Looks like a Polaroid. And he goes, "Okay, going to push the button and say,
Connection lost.
What the fuck?
Error. Error.
Can anyone still hear me on PC? I can't hear you lot on PC or anything else. TeamSpeak just drops straight out. No sound for anything. Headphones are still connected. I can get beeps when I do something on the computer. So I've got sound. It's not the headset that's dropped out this time. Microphone still works. TeamSpeak will not connect. I've restarted it and it will not drop in, which is bizarre. It's not the 13th today or something, is it?
There we go.
Sound!
No, you couldn't hear me because we were all muted. We muted ourselves to stop getting the green bar.
Good point. Yeah, forgot about that.
So, yeah, if you can't offset the TeamSpeak's a problem.
Have you got TeamSpeak okay?
Oh yeah, none of us are disconnected.
So why the hell can I not get it? Everything else is connected. OBS is on. So OBS is broadcasting properly. Can I connect to anyone else's server?
I don't know if Chaos' stream can hear us, but TS is the issue for
Error.
Selezen, as in he can't actually connect to TeamSpeak.
It's definitely TeamSpeak itself. It's not Mike server. It's TeamSpeak itself.
What was that?
So it's not the server that's dropped out for me. It's the entirety of TeamSpeak. Just failed to connect to server. That's all it tells me. I need to find out the password again now. What a bloody day!
I know, right? One day we'll get it to just go perfect, I'm sure, but who knows when.
But this is taking the piss.
Oh, I feel fucking sorry for Chaos. He's got this whole thing ready, and twice now it's just gone.
I just think it's the bloody RPG that's cursed, to be honest with you.
Error.
Been
No,
cursed,
no.
cursed from day one.
Haven't you done other sessions of this?
I've done quite a lot of sessions of it, and they all seem to go okay. It's just when you, just this. Maybe it's just a community. Moo?
Twitch is cursed. That's the problem.
Maybe it's Twitch, yeah.
Twitch is cursed.
Or it's just Chaos that's cursed.
It's funny.
As you said.
It's the children of chaos. They're cursing.
That's it.
They're not getting their TV.
You've got it.
Baby dispensers hit again.
Right, okay. So,
Well?
server list. There's no like global connection servers or something like proxies that we need to go through that may have gone down or. I have no idea what's going on with this.
Error.
No, another restart and it still won't connect. So what's knocking it out? Okay, close that. Unplug that.
I haven't got the eggs in. You need no carbonara to that. I don't think we need eggs for carbonara. Do you need eggs for carbonara?
That says you don't need eggs, but a proper carbonara doesn't have cream.
Does anyone here cook?
Yeah, I do.
Do you know?
I don't think so. I think it's cheese, isn't it?
So I
Carbonara.
can just about hear the DJ, but he's super quiet. Oh, okay. I think. One sec. I think VC's nabbed my.
Well, there's two types of carbonara. There's proper carbonara, which has eggs and no cream.
Yeah.
And then there's carbonara, which is where everybody other than the Italians decided to use cream.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hang on. Ultimate spaghetti carbonara. 3 large eggs. Yep.
Okay. Okay. So the original recipe had it.
No cream.
But I think the one we started.
The original recipe was eggs and like dried eggs and bacon. It was made for US forces after World War II. But the generally accepted recipe now has cream in it, and also a proper carbonara does not have cheese in it.
Oh, okay. Honestly, didn't know that. That's really cool. I know the one that we were made once that came out really, really good. I think it had cream and wine in it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Are we switching to VC reserve now? Because this is a good about to
I'm very good at eggs.
Yeah, the echo's a bit of a problem. That's fine then.
I mean, cheese is fit.
Error.
Yeah.
No. TeamSpeaker's not
Yeah,
going to let me
Selezen
back in.
cannot get.
Alright. That's fine. We'll switch as soon as the timer's over. I got a minute and 13 seconds left. Add you back into the call.
I think Chaos has to do that.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how to fix this. The only thing I can think of is restart. I don't really want to restart again because that means setting up all the windows again.
We're just going to be in. If you want, we can just use VC.
Hmm?
We can just use VC.
We could. If everyone can manage that, that'd be great.
Yeah. Your mic's caught open constantly though.
Ah,
Either yours or Chaos's. Someone's mic is constantly open.
might be mine.
Malik, your mic. Oh, Malik, your mic's caught open. Malik can't hear me because he hasn't switched over to VC. And someone let him know his mic's open.
Are you sure it's not mine?
It might. No, it is Malik. He's the only one constantly broadcasting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you, but you're.
I'm going to have to switch over to
constantly
headphones and
broadcasting.
stuff if that's happening. So are we definitely switching to VC? Because I'm going to have to headphone up.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to.
Anyone? Oh, it's because
because
everyone's
the-
turned down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello. Am I not broadcasting through VC?
Yeah, you are. I can hear you.
Okay, cool.
Right, I'm gonna-
Ow! Yeah, Malik's quite loud.
Right, testing.
oh, that's bad quality.
Yeah. The only problem is Malik's fan is
Sounds like arse.
like
Hold on.
That's not the mic you're using.
Oh,
VC
that's not the. He's
No,
using his webcam mic.
That might be the problem.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Yeah.
One of these days, everything will be okay.
bloody hell, that's loud.
Have you just put Malik on, have you?
Malik,
Now I'm getting connected.
Malik,
hang on. Malik, you're using your webcam.
Is that
mic.
better?
No, you're using your webcam mic. That's the problem. We worked it out when you clicked your mic to mute, and nothing changed whatsoever. You can still hear everything.
How do you make certain you're using the right microphone for a way that you
You're not. Based
Yeah,
on
you're
the way
definitely
that you
not.
sound, you're not using the right microphone right now.
Yeah, I'm not. For you,
Testing.
where's my snowball?
That's
That
better.
should be
That's better, Malik.
There we
Okay.
go.
Okay, fixed.
okay.
Oh, perfect timing.
So we're all back now, and
I
Lady
don't-
Mark,
Chaos, are you using the right microphone?
test.
Yeah, he's perfectly audible.
Wow, on my side that's coming through as really bad audio.
There we go. And Sumo Deluxe, thank you very much for the raid there. We're going to go back to Elite Encounters now, so that's why there are no sounds or anything with all the alerts. That WTF was obviously Yamix while we were on a quick coffee break, and also dealing with some technical issues. That means we're now using VC for noises because
It's my
TeamSpeak
fault. It's my fault. It's all my fault. TeamSpeak. I broke TeamSpeak.
So
Which is really impressive.
yeah,
I'm so proud.
yeah, right. So carrying on, Chaos, over to you, sir.
Yes. Hello. Okay. And yes, I am on the right microphone. Where the hell were we? Oh yeah. So, Lady Cromwell now has her own holovid representation. Now she's an ambassador for this store of Marks and Armor.
God.
So it'll be interesting to see if we actually ever make it back to Akinar after this story at some point gets going. So you've handed William Johnson the Third.
The important
information-
member third.
Yes, the information that you gleaned from the ATM. You found out that it is an abandoned building, but you do have a comms code.
And we're giving that to the lovely Titus so that
Which
he
is
can
what I was
intimidate
doing.
the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
Um,
I was heading out the door, wasn't I?
Yep.
Titus!
Yo,
When-
yeah,
when-
me.
excuse me,
Carson! Dear, back, please.
Hold that thought, Titus.
Perhaps when you call this person, we could do it in the back room, maybe on speaker. Maybe I could listen in.
Margaret pauses for a moment and looks at him. As privacy is good, what's the term that the lowers use? Not at your discretion. Be it your funeral. Or be it your stock's funeral.
Perhaps recognize voice on the other end.
That's good, but I don't think you've actually met Titus yet.
No, you'd remember.
You've remember how I was mentioning that my current colleagues aren't of class. Titus is a lot further below that.
At this point, Titus has gotten bored of trying to hold on to the thought because he can't catch it; it keeps flying away. And he's wandered into the main building. and
Wow.
is he's not actually doing anything wrong. He's actually just staring at the way the building is built, because obviously it's pretty architecture and he's admiring it. But you know, Titus just wandered into a bank in his.
Oh.
No, we're not at the bank anymore.
Oh
They're
no,
in
we're
Marks
it's
and
in
Armours.
We're at the armor
yeah,
shop.
Yeah.
At that point, the governor, with wine in hand, walks over to Titus and goes, "Oh, fan of the capital, are we? I am Governor Greg Holm. I'm pleased to make your acquaintance."
Governor.
Yes.
Governor.
You've been to the Hall of Heroes.
Oh, of course, many times. It's
Describe it to me.
stunning. Well, he describes it in perfect detail, all the way down to the pillars and the base.
Whoa! Like Titus is literally standing there, like bouncing like a child.
The governor finds this incredibly amusing.
Margaret pops her head out, just sort of she goes sheet white when she sees this, and she marches. She very subtly marches over. Hello, Governor. Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, he's not being of any trouble, is he?
Oh, Titus here. No, we've been having a lovely chat about architecture. Quite an informed fellow he is.
Of course he is. Yes, this is Titus. He's a part of our little group we've got at the moment. He's a colleague. Yes. Well, what's this governor's name, by the way? Would you know?
Yeah, Greg Thorne. You probably overheard him.
Greg Thorne, did you say?
Yes.
Okay. Governor Greg Thorne. Yes, this is Titus. Governor Greg Thorne. I know of you, of course, because you're well
we've made
known.
acquaintance already. Lovely chap. In fact, I think we should all, tonight for dinner, we should go to Peck's on Fall. Lovely place. You find the best steak and some of the local indigenous seafood. I would love it if you two would come. Join me for a bite.
We do have
Oh, I'd love to.
We
love
do have
to.
a couple more. Would you mind if they join us? Lovely people.
Oh, certainly. I'm at a whole corner.
Of course, that'd be lovely. I don't think, have we met before? I believe we have, haven't we? Lady Margaret Cromwell.
Yes, the name rings a bell. He's being completely polite, by the way. He has no idea who you are.
She knows. She's used this tactic.
The name does. I meet so many important people.
I know what you're like to be like.
Just in case we haven't, though, I'm going Paul. Very nice to meet you.
Hello, lovely. Obviously, I know of you. I'm a fan. But, of course,
You have no idea who he is either.
She knows his name and she knows he's important. But obviously, this is normal in, like, the upper classes, I imagine. And they're all just like, of course I remember you. Nobody ever asks. Yeah, of course, yes. We'd love to join you. What time?
Well, it's 1 to 6.
Of course, we should be done by then. We shall meet you there. Yeah,
Yes.
she marks it into.
Edward, I'll be having 7 guests for dinner tonight. Usual place in the corner. Yes, wonderful. We'll see you then.
Lovely. Right, we must be off. We've got some business with the uppers of Marks and Armours. You know, the important stuff. So we shall see you tonight. Lovely to see you again, Governor.
Okay. But, Judy, is my coat fitting quite done yet? As he turns to the other person, like he's basically done with your conversation.
She sort of nudges, well, not nudges, but she puts her head over to Titus and goes, I don't know how you did it, but I'm impressed. We have business in the back room. And she walks off into the back room and hopes that he follows. Hopes.
I'll speak to you this evening, Governor. Pleasure, absolute pleasure, sir.
You as well.
Can't believe you did this. She's in awe right now. She's holding it back, but she's in shock and awe that he managed this.
I'm just going to go up to the storekeeper guy, Mr. Johnson. I'm just going to sidelong look at him and say, does this happen often? Yeah.
Not very. Then usually it's quite the opposite reaction.
Wow.
But
These are a
definitely
weird bunch of people.
have many of his kind in here.
She
Yeah, it's
approaches
horrible.
she approaches William with, so that went entirely as I didn't expect it to.
Right.
This is Titus, as I said. He's a bit of a different sort from what you're likely used to.
Hello, mister.
It is a pleasure. Bows to you.
Titus, this is William Johnson III. He's our current employer.
Seriously, lovely building you got in, man. Lovely building.
Yes, it is quite historic.
He's got a bit of a thing for architecture. It's actually relatively impressive.
I've noticed.
So what do you need me for? Does something need punching?
Actually, perhaps not punching, but we do need you to
You
intimidate
see-
somebody.
Step back when he says punching.
Margaret's used to it. She's staying right there. We need you to intimidate someone, my dear. And this seems right up your alley.
So you need me to make them piss themselves, yeah?
We need you to get answers, so yes.
Okay, point me at the person and, ignore the screams.
Carson, my dear.
This way. And
But-
he leads you into the back room, and once you're all in there, he closes the door behind you.
Carson, prepare the call and put it on loudspeaker, please.
Yes, Belite.
So, who am I talking to? Why am I talking to him?
We need to know who has stolen this money. Turns out the address that our lovely Carson got was actually entirely fake. But we do have a comms number.
I just want to point out to everyone that, yes, Titus is very physically imposing, but we are calling somebody through audio where they're not really going to see him, and if we tip them off that we know they're robbing banks or whatever stores, they're probably just going to skip planet and we're never going to know where the hell they went.
Yes, but I find, have you not noticed? I mean, surely you would have noticed. Titus has quite a way with words and knowing how to get things out of people.
That's two totally separate things. He's got a way with
Tact,
words and a way of getting things
basically.
out of people. Usually blood.
Perhaps.
I was gonna say blood,
Or
internal
drugs.
organs.
I suppose, perhaps.
Look, just stick the fucking phone call on.
What if we get Carson to do that, and then perhaps we could get?
Just stick the phone call on.
Wouldn't you much prefer
Just
to?
stick the phone.
punch
I got
them?
this.
All right.
While they're calling,
Second guessing.
can I set up my, computer and attempt to trace the call?
Absolutely. You can use your intellect plus hacking and set your difficulty to 3.
Before they go in, by the way, Margaret just looks to Tyson and goes, "Please don't mention that we know they're robbing someone. Just try and find out where they are."
Jesus.
Since your difficulty to 3, you got 2, 3 successes.
Nice.
But my difficulty is set to 3. What the hell?
Set to 4.
It doesn't matter. I can count. You got 3
Alright.
successes. We're just gonna go with it.
You would have known. Chaos can count.
It's kind of a prerequisite for this game. Yeah. So just an aside note, and for everybody watching right now, whatever the 3D dice say on the screen, ignore that. Really, it is always this right here. So basically, it's very much like Shadowrun in the sense of you get successes. I set the threshold for the dice. They put the threshold into the character sheet, and then they roll their dice. And then they're all d6s, and then whatever they hit, that threshold and above is considered a success. In the game rules themselves, a success is a success. However, what I've been doing, generally speaking, is I've been doing a little bit on a scale. The greater your success, the more stuff you get. But a success is a success. So,
I'm just curious, does that use count as, enough of a use to Tick up my counter. Because that's how you level up skills, is the more you use them, you have to decide whether it was enough of, something that we gain experience from it.
Well, considering this is basically the time you've really used hacking, no.
Okay.
And you're just tracing a phone call. If you do something, I'm keeping. It's a good thing that you ask because I will forget, but I do remember what you've been doing. So you got your trace. You should not, depending on what they're doing, should not have an issue tracing the phone call. Carson, are you
Yo.
ready to place the phone call?
I was born ready.
All right, so the phone call gets placed. You hear, and Malcolm, you know that weird little blip in the middle of the ringtone is it's switching exchanges, like they're bouncing their number through to try and try and miss. But your trace works, and you continue. Hello?
Where's the fucking money?
Click.
That probably wasn't long enough.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
In the 34th century, that was plenty long enough. As
All
soon as
right.
it connected, you had it. You have found. You know that the information went to a number that's kind of a low rent apartment on the side of the city. Furthermore, Mr. Johnson the third goes, "What? Billy? Oh, I should have known."
Friend of yours, my dear? I'm guessing the usual suspect.
Former.
Ah,
Sounds very much like the son of the co-owner of this business. Of this
Oh.
franchise.
it's a family thing. Alright, I understand those.
So you don't want me to kill him, but you want his legs snapped, yeah?
No, but I do believe I need to have a long conversation about the co-owner.
So,
Not a silent partner.
does that mean that we're done here? Or...
Yes. And he walks over to his terminal and types some things in and transfers the reward to you, Cromwell.
Of course, yes. She goes into her own little, interface she's got, and because I think she got like a little computer, and she just sort of types into it, and she transfers. Actually, that's a fair point. What are we going to do about the rewards? There was 2,000 to 2 of you, but we have a third, and a fourth, in fact. 1,000 each time split. Obviously, I'm not getting any of this. I had my own, I was paid in alcohol.
You had your own perks.
I didn't eat the credits for this.
And
Would
you
you all
see
be
him
fine?
walk to the corner. You see him walk to the door, open it. Judy, if you wouldn't mind.
Yes, she transfers 1,000 to everybody and goes, just to avoid the fighting, you should share it among you. And I'm guessing she's just been given her wine then.
Yeah. The wine's waiting. There's actually a crate.
Oh, alright. Is that all for me?
Oh, it's bonus. The wine we agreed on's in there, but I picked a few more choice bottles.
Molly wants to shag Maggie.
Oh, she'd do it. William.
Oh my god.
Oh, you are a hero and a saint. Well, do you mind if I leave these here and we'll have them sent to mine?
I'm sure she'll come back and pick it up later, William. Wink, wink, mate.
She gives him a little wink herself. A sly one.
Oh, God.
Well, as much as I would enjoy
Old
the
people
company
flirting.
as much as I would enjoy Miss Cromwell's company, she was aware of my preferences.
How old's William?
Oh wait, no, she was. She wouldn't have winked. She probably was. So yeah, she just gives him a thank you, love, and then walks off.
Back any time.
Oh, she takes one bottle of wine out of the crate, puts it into her bag though, and continues on.
Malcolm winks just to fuck with him.
And at that point, Titus wiggles his ass on the way out as well.
Something.
I'm going to facepalm on the way out.
Jesus Christ.
Right. And he turns around and walks back into the back room.
Hiding his crotch. No.
Seemingly on task, he's a little pissed that his co-owner's son is stealing money.
Oh, of course, understandable.
So, did we get the address for that place?
Yes.
Indeed we did.
Yeah, it's
So,
an apartment.
I vote we go over there and beat the
No.
account details out of this geezer and become fabulously wealthy.
My darling.
You
One.
have the account details.
No.
Hang on,
One.
we have,
No, like
hang on,
the
no,
login.
wait, hold up. We have the account details.
That's how you found the money.
We are not
No, like the
stealing.
login credentials.
Oh yeah, you don't have that.
Right, so let's go and beat the login credentials out of him, and we'll be fabulously rich.
We are not. I am now the ambassador of this Marks and Armors. We are not stealing from them.
Exactly, they'll never suspect you.
No!
Precisely. And
not doing it.
let's be honest. We could buy, like, not being funny, the sort of money we're talking about. We could buy and deck out a cutter.
No, we're not stealing. Not from these people. Oh, and plus we have a.
Whose phone is that?
What's that noise?
Yeah, whose phone is ringing?
Whose comms is this?
That is Carson Drake's.
Not again.
It's a text message. It's from 11D. Been on Akinar a while. Problems? Question
You up?
mark.
If that's who I think
What's
it
the
is, tell them we'll
What?
be there soon. Just not tonight.
Yeah, we have dinner, don't we?
I don't know, would it be?
Yes.
Would it be Gal Netflix and chill?
Yeah.
Netflix.
By this point, at this point, I feel like his text going off is just a given on who it's gonna be. So she just simply perks, because if that's who I think it is, we have an important date tonight. We will go tomorrow.
Why are you so bothered about going to this governor's place?
You do realise that that's important people to know.
Chaos.
Yes.
I'm going to completely ignore everybody else and I'm going to just respond and say, I'll be there. I'm not going to tell you anything about anybody else.
You'll be where?
Wherever they're going to... I don't know.
Weird system we're supposed to be going
I mean,
to.
if you're literally talking about heading out to Saj by yourself, I mean.
I'm starting to wonder. I'm starting to think it might be an idea. Might be quicker.
Yeah.
Rather than have to listen to that bloody woman all night.
She didn't hear that.
No, because it was out of character, that's why. They said they were on... Are they on Achenar?
You are on Akinar right now.
We are, but are they on Sajay?
Where you're going is.
Are they on a black
Or
hole?
that anomaly near Sajay?
Yes, it's an anomaly
Right.
near
So
Saj.
that's where they're texting me from. Right. Okay.
Well, no, they're just texting you. Your mission's over there.
Right.
You don't know where 11D
Right.
is.
Okay. Because we've been diverted here to get armor, haven't we? And we're all supposed to be going to
You guys
Sajay. We've been
decided to come
diverted.
here, make a pit stop to go pick up
Yeah.
crap to get ready to go to the mission.
Right.
And then
Okay.
you guys got waylaid by multiple nonsensical bullshit and tried to rob a bank and somehow got invited to dinner with a governor
And whose idea
You
was
set
this
this up,
little
Chaos.
diversion?
You set
Oh,
this
yeah.
up.
Whose
I was
idea
about
was
to
this,
say-
Chaos?
Whose
I
fault
didn't
is
have
it
a
that we've
choice.
been
We were
invited?
missing too many people.
No, the governor you did have a choice with.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have brought it up if you didn't want us to have a last supper.
And here's
I
how it
vote.
goes. You all show up to the governor.
We
you
just
show up
ditched
to the
dinner.
governor, you have a lovely time. He leaves you his business card, and off you go.
That's
See?
the plan. That was the plan.
And that's what just happened.
But we can't say that happened until Carson's actually told us what was on that text. That's why we're staying quiet.
But Carson can't speak because everyone else keeps speaking. And every time I go, someone says something.
My liege.
Right, we've just had a text from that robot whose number I can't remember.
Oh, the AI man. Yeah.
11D. He's kind of waiting for us, so we better get a shift on. Let's head off.
Considering the time it will take to get that close to the center of the galaxy, I can't believe we're doing this. We've been offered a very lovely paid-for meal tonight. It'll be at a very high establishment. The way that I should see this is we go, we have our last supper, and then we head off in the morning fresh. It's getting quite late now anyway.
We're already nearly a day late.
Is this dinner in the governor's mansion?
Will one day really matter on how long will it take us to get to this place?
Do you want me to ask and find out if they can pause a day?
No, I'm quite certain that one day we just tell them we got held up trying to buy the armor.
I'm going to ask them if they can pause for a day. So I'll text them and I'll say, can we postpone for 24 hours? We're kind of
held up.
We're kind of
Right,
held up.
Held up.
You kind of, I can be perfectly honest, if you're literally just going to do dinner and sleep, you're only going to be like 12 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
Or
Lovely.
you could just get on the spoober immediately after dinner too, because it's not like you guys got a lot of shit to do.
They are just going to sleep the entire way too, likely.
Just get on
It's going to be a long time.
Or we could just FaceTime him and have a video dinner.
Can we just make a decision, people?
Let's just
Right,
have
fine.
dinner
Go
and
to the
leave.
governor's house.
Do you know what? Every
Governor's
conversation we've had since we got here has been bickering and conversation. I just want to get on with the bloody mission, make some bloody money, and get some fucking sleep. Can we go? Let's get on.
Carson, have you considered that we must be a better team?
I'm sorry.
I've considered ever since I met you people that there's probably a better team.
I'm sorry, but I'm with Carson. Completely. Why are we going to this geezer's house? Like, don't get me wrong, it was nice talking to him about the Hall of Heroes and everything.
It's
But-
Pat's on 4th.
No.
It's a very nice restaurant.
Also,
And
Titus, this
Yeah,
man can get
I'm
you
poor.
into the Hall of Heroes.
Oh God.
and when are we ever going to come back here, Maggie?
As soon as we're done with this, I'll bring you back, and I'm sure we can find a way in, and you can see that beautiful architecture by yourself.
Maggie,
Titus.
don't lie to me. Only heroes of the fucking Empire are allowed in there. Don't be stupid. I'm with Carson. Let's just
No,
fuck
too-
off and get on with this.
I have a first aid kit. Does it have any sedative in it?
I'm already calling a spoober.
It should.
Apparently, we're missing. At least let me ring the fucking. Did she get the number for this governor?
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah.
Um,
She's dying. She's actually going to ring him for this because you do not text someone like that.
What do I need to
Let-
roll to drug someone?
No. She's coming with you, for fuck's sake. Patience, sir. She sings out, I'm awfully
don't
sorry.
know I'm
We've
saying
been
this.
absolutely caught up. We need to, as soon as we're back from this long business trip, I promise you, rain check, Governor. We would love to have dinner with you another time.
Well, I do understand that business does call, and I will definitely take that range.
Of course.
I just lean over into frame.
No!
Hello, governor.
Instantly just goes, I do not
I'm
know him.
Malcolm,
I'm really
shut
sorry
up.
about that.
Let's
She
just
goes,
go.
I'm sorry, goodbye, and
Where's
ends
that
up.
fucking
and she goes,
spoober?
Where's the spoober? She's not happy.
Good. Just like the rest of us then.
You can catch the spoober. Did you make? Did you just use who you had before?
No.
Obviously.
Yes.
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 No. Oh God, Billy Bob.
It was Malcolm that called him.
Of course I called him.
It's Billy Bob's turn, type 6.
Billy
all the
Bob.
way to Sago.
You make
We're not going to
you
be
make
stuck
it
with him
there.
to Sag, eh?
you get a text back. You get a text back on your comms link. It'll be Doc 14, and you get there, and you see a shiny golden Asp X.
Oh. That's new.
Golden.
This is new.
Where's Billy Bob?
Hopefully dead.
The
It better be
as
Billy
soon as
Bob.
as soon as you arrive, the rear ramp comes down.
Is there any sort of window we can knock on and see the driver?
No, let's just get on the ship.
Ugh, she enters.
I climb in the mystery ship. The golden asp.
Magical mystery ship is going
Can I look
to
over the
take
ship?
you
Can
away.
I want to do a like some
Hey, y'all gonna catch a ride again?
No!
Hey!
Billy Bob, finally some sanity.
Hey,
Get us out of
I
here.
heard you all rolled out some real fire, so I didn't grab my other ship.
I was looking over the ship, but bollocks to that, it's Billy Bob. I'm in!
He instantly considers getting off of this ship.
Y'all got any packages or other things you need to take along with you?
An entire crate of wine. I'm going to need it, Billy Bob.
Oh,
Sir.
hell.
Collect it
I'm gonna
later.
bring some wine. Can I have some of the wine?
No, this is worth more than your entire being.
Well, that
Billy
is-
Bob, it's alright, I got a bag of drugs.
No, he's driving the ship. Oh,
Hey, I just put this here on autopilot, and we're gonna have a good time.
no!
Oh no.
Oh,
Billy Bob, tell me you've got some space country you can pipe over the PA.
Some spuntry.
Titus, you need to stop right now. Titus, you need to stop. No, God, she's
Hey, I got
hyperventilating.
both
Are
kinds of
we-
music. I got country and western bubble.
In the future, they call it frontier. Frontier music.
Yeah.
Margaret's literally hyperventilating in the corner.
In my head, I just want to say that at this point in my head, over the PA, dueling banjos is playing.
I remember this is an old Earth song. I love it. Crank it up. Computer, volume 15.
Oh, God.
Billy Bob, has anyone ever told you sure got a pretty mouth?
Well, I did just go get my teeth fixed. And you hear Celeste go, I'm sorry, maximum volume is 10. Then crank that shit to 11, Celeste. We gotta play some music and get on out of here.
Has the door already closed?
Yes.
Yeah, you're trapped.
Banging on it. She's banging on the door.
Y'all might want to buckle in. We're gonna catch a ride.
Oh,
And,
no.
He walks up. You do hear though, as you look, there's a portal to
The portal.
one of the cargo bays, and you see your crate of wine being loaded on.
Oh, my God. She's gonna go quickly just grab like 3 bottles of wine
You
for
can't get
now.
in there; it's sealed.
Billy Bob, we got
She's
any?
got like 3 bottles on her anyway, so.
Billy Bob, we got one of these. You got any cabins on this thing? Because this is a long trip.
Right. Well, I like you. I tell you what. You don't have to go down there and ride cattle in the economy class. I got a first class cabin just for y'all.
Fucking wonderful. Do me a favour, and seriously, Billy Bob, do this, and the drugs are free all trip. Put Maggie in economy.
I'm with Titus on that.
I walk up, slap him on the back, and tuck a $5 into his shirt pocket.
Ha! Right out. I tell you what. All the space beer you need's included in the first class cabin now.
No, you do not.
You won't know. You're in
Do
economy.
this.
You're not in here. You don't know about this.
You all pass Maggie. And
That's
you
her response then when she gets told she's going to economy class.
Oh, you don't know. You're over there observing your wine. You guys head to the first class cabin, and the door seals behind you.
What?
Maggie,
Wait, no!
you're in the corridor.
Billy Bob dear! She's on the comms. Billy Bob dear! Why can't I get through?
That's because you're an economy.
Couldn't give you a bottle of wine to be able to go in there, could you? It's very expensive wine, 3,000 credits.
Well,
I'll give you a good half. That's 1,500 credits worth of wine.
If she
Well,
gets in
don't
first
know.
class, Billy Bob, no tip for you.
My tip is more.
You
My-
can't
my-
even say that.
I don't know that wine's gonna mix real good with these drugs.
Oh god, he bribed you. No,
Yes.
the wine's for after, my dear. We're going to be on after.
No, I'm just patching.
Now.
I'm patching into the comms, and don't worry, Maggie. He's got drugs for after as well.
No.
Enjoy economy, sweetheart.
You're not the only ones that are allowed to bloody
We
bribe
reach
the
over
man.
and flip the switch on the comms.
He doesn't even bother to wait till anybody's buckled in. He just starts taking off, and all of a sudden you feel the ship start to rock back, and you hold on.
Oh god, she hates these people.
Go catch a ride! And he hits the afterburners, and you hear 5, 4,
She's buckling.
2, 1, engage.
Don't worry, she buckled as soon as it started counting.
And off you go.
Just so you know,
Depths of space.
this entire trip, she is going to likely be paralytic.
It's alright, so are we. As we get on the way, I'm going to ask Billy Bob for flying lessons while we're on our way to Sage.
Oh, sure, you come on up here.
Because I'm not really into this drug and alcohol thing.
So
I'm quite happy to pitch in for Billy Bob while he's enjoying himself with the rest.
while Malcolm and I are enjoying a 0G hot tub in the first class cabin.
How does that work? It's like a bubble, you just keep sticking your head out.
We're just floating in the bubble.
It's a bubble, and you've got these really clever snorkel type devices with a comm link in
Or do
them
you just
that
like
stick
wear a
out of the
windlock
bubble.
inside there?
Yeah, that'll work. So yeah, is it just me, or should we just get Billy Bob on a retainer like long term?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We'll work out a contract. He's our driver.
He's our man, isn't he? And like part of that contract's got to be that we keep Maggie where she is.
At a point, she will find a fucking way out of that. She will be bribing that fucking Timbuktu.
All of a sudden, you hear, doo, doo, hey!
Hello, village. And as a point,
Oh, this is to the first class cabin. He
Oh.
doesn't talk to cabin.
Billy Bob, my man, how's it going?
The economy signal is.
I'm not gonna fucking mute here. She's literally not gonna be saying anything for the rest of the stream because she's paralytic.
You're lucky you have air. He says to first class, hey!
Yo.
Now, I've all in on practical jokes and whatnot, but perhaps you guys maybe shouldn't be assholes to your friend and back there in economy. You have an extra seat for.
At this point, I go. Bubbles are floating out because I'm in the middle of the hot tub.
You know, you've got a rem lock on. So it's
I realize this and I pop out where I can speak.
How? Why don't you put some clothes on,
They-
damn it?
No, Billy Bob, don't worry.
Oh,
She's
come
not
on,
our friend.
Eyeballs are seared inside my head cavity.
Billy Bob.
You don't have to worry. She's not our friend. She's more of an acquaintance, really.
Yeah. She seems
Just-
kind of
just-
highfalutin.
Billy Bob, just call her Maggie and she'll be fine.
Maggie?
Yeah, she loves it when you call her Maggie.
All right then.
Billy Bob, Maggie is a very, shall we say, advanced in years. Do you really want to see her climb in this hot tub?
Well, it'd be better than seeing your swinging sausage. I mean, I get how things go, but my God, man, what happened to the rest of it? I thought warm water is supposed to make it grow.
Oh, damn!
You haven't done a lot of drugs, have you? It's useless for the next 6 hours.
There's a whole new meaning to magic mushrooms.
To be honest with you,
On your
Billy,
head
Billy,
doesn't help the head.
Billy, we were actually just discussing the fact that we'd like to work out a long-term contract with you, bruv, and part of that's going to have to be that Maggie stays where she is.
Now, I mean, all right, but
It's going to be worth your while as long as you don't mind taking part in some
Oh.
nefarious activities
Fine.
from
As
time
this
to
has started
time.
happening, just coincidentally, the alarm or the bell from economy starts going off. She's just pressing the button over and over again.
hold on, guys. I think your friend's trying to call. I tell you what, I'm gonna conference y'all in.
Okay, so before we go into this, just to clarify, you know how do you know how her drunk is your sober? Her paralytic is your drunk.
You're what?
Her when she's paralytic, when she's like over the top drunk to deal, she's actually drunk.
Yes.
Like she acts drunk, so
Yes.
she's literally at this point just sort of just pressing on the button, even when it gets answered with just Billy Bob, dear Billy Bob.
Hey, I can't hear you over the dinging.
Oh, I'm sorry, Billy Bob, right, Billy Bob, darling. I think we got off to the wrong start.
Hi, Maggie.
Oh, hello, Titus, dear. Hello.
How's your seat?
At this point, she's perfectly fine with being called Maggie right now.
How's the seat?
Oh, it's actually not too bad. I mean,
Excellent.
honestly,
You're just staying where you are.
you get to a certain
Maggie,
point
Maggie,
where you
just-
can't feel anything, and it's brilliant that way.
Excellent. You're staying where you are. Night,
No,
Maggie.
no,
Night.
no, I wasn't here to talk to you, Titus.
Night,
No, I
Maggie.
was here to talk to Billy Bob, dear.
Night.
Can we speak in private, please?
Night, Maggie. And I'll turn off the comm link.
Okay, no, she's just gonna keep dinging just to Billy Bob.
Hey, did you need something? Because you keep dinging this thing in the cockpit and it's making it hard to concentrate and not ram a damn star.
Billy Bob, I'm legitimately sorry. Like, we got off to a wrong start, and I couldn't actually hear you over Titus. I was wondering, could we talk? I get quite lonely back here.
I'm talking to you now.
Or even just here is fine. Billy Bob, how are you? Billy Bob, how are you?
I'm flying a damn ship.
You don't need to shout, Billy Bob. Billy Bob, I'm
not shouting.
Billy Bob.
I worked on flight engines for a long time. My ears are gone.
Billy Bob, I wanted to say I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the wrong foot. I've judged you. I shouldn't have done that, Billy.
I don't remember none of this. What?
You don't? Well, I do, and that's impressive, right?
All I know is that your friends want you to sit there because they think it's funny.
Isn't that bullying, Billy Bob?
Uh-huh.
Why are you don't seem like someone that would get into bullying, Billy Bob.
I don't bully nobody, but they're paying me.
But I was willing to pay you.
Uh-huh.
Doesn't that mean that you're choosing the bully over the bullied?
Well, there's one of you and... hold on now. 1, 2, 3, 4... Hold on.
There's
1, 2, 3...
4.
Oh, damn.
4. What comes after
1,
No.
2, 3, 4. There's 4 of them and one of you.
Yes, there is, actually.
I don't want to be bullied in my own ship.
No,
I can count.
Billy Bob, you think I'll let them bully you? I will look after you, Billy Bob.
I don't need a mother. My mother's nice.
I don't intend to be your mother, Billy Bob.
Am I in the cockpit at this point? By the way?
Yes.
Oh, Carson, are you there? Carson?
How do you know I'm there? You can't see me. You're the player.
Oh, I thought they had
No, this is audio. We're just doing
No, this is all audio only.
Billy Bob, come on, Billy Bob. I just want someone to talk to. It's been a long time. I'm I'm bored. I'm lonely.
Meanwhile, in
old.
first class, I'm going to access our terminal and just rig up a little audio file to play an economy that says, now venting atmospheric pressure. It's not actually, it's just a sound, but it's
No.
gonna be hilarious to...
Her response to that, she is actually legitimately too drunk to care. She just looks up at the and she's like, "Oh, Billy Bob, they're
Venting
trying."
economy atmosphere.
Billy
Oh
Bob.
hell! Oh hell, Carson! Oh hell! Look at that panel! Oh hell!
Billy Bob, they're trying
while
to
he's
kill
distracted,
me.
I'm going to turn the comms off.
Oh, Billy Bob, she doesn't know this has been turned off. Billy Bob, they're trying to kill me. Isn't this a little bit too far? Oh, at least I got more wine. She starts drinking again. She's coping in her own special way.
You pop
Are we
out
there
a
yet?
witch-
Are we there yet?
you
Are we
pop
there
out a
yet?
witch-
How long's our journey?
It's a fucking
Journey's like-
Saj.
Your journey's like 4 solid days of flying.
Yeah, but do we gotta roleplay 4 solid days, or can we
Yeah,
go?
the next
Can
fi-
we
the
just
next-
go to sleep? Is there a status
20
cubicle?
The next 20 episodes will be just here.
To be
We're taking the Dragon Ball route then.
You guys pop out of Witch Base into Super Cruise, and then you feel the ship kind of shudder a little bit,
Oh, what's she done now?
and you can tell that you're in normal space. And Billy Bob turns to Carson and goes, "Nah, I don't know about y'all's relationship, but I gotta go take care of something.
Do you need a hand?
I mean, if y'all want to." And he locks the controls and starts walking back towards first class. And he goes back, and you can actually see economy and first class. They face each other with there's windows on each, very thick glass, rounded corners. He goes through and he goes, doo, doo. Shh. Both doors open. Now, here's the thing, guys. I know you guys don't want to make a contract and everything, but I mean, I just can't see fit to letting Maggie sit back here in the economy the whole time, because, well, it ain't right.
she's on the floor drunk, like out of mind. She just finger guns at you guys.
Well, you're not on the floor. You'd be floating.
Oh, well, yeah, she's there, and
Zero
wherever
G.
she is though, she's lying down and she just finger guns.
'Cause
He knows what he's talking about.
I gotta be honest with you. We got a long ass journey, and if we're gonna be friends and whatnot, I'm not gonna sit here and listen to y'all argue for 4 more days, and then wherever the hell we're going after this.
I didn't want to argue. I just wanted someone to talk to.
All right, well, and then he just kind of grabs the collar of your dress and kind of
Oh,
you
all right,
into economy.
okay.
Closes the door to first class. I meant first class, and closes both doors and goes, "All right, let's get on our way now."
Maggie's just happily floating there, like, oh, this is lovely, isn't it? It's much nicer in here.
I'll go
I
back
like
to the cockpit
this.
with Billy Bob.
Maggie's just floating with her wine. She's quite happy.
And off you go back to Witch Space. Is there anything you guys want to do before you reach your destination?
I just want to learn how to fly a ship. So, is there anything I need to do to roll for that to get some use points for it or whatever?
Yes, you can. You can roll me. Give me 5 intellect rolls at difficulty 5, because you've never
Fine.
flown a ship before, let alone seen the controls.
Indeed. Intellect. That's 1.
Okay, 1,
That's 2.
2.
That's 3. Consistent, if nothing else. That's 4.
Jesus.
Oh, damn.
1, 2, 3. You only rolled 4. Give me one more roll.
Alright, yeah.
5 at 5.
In for success.
Come on, 1 success. Yes!
1 success.
5.
Over the course of the journey, and as you're just kind of getting there, you feel that if you had to,
you could execute a interstellar jump. You've been watching. You can spool up the frame shift drive. You figured out, you know how to scoop around a star and then navigate to the next star. You kind of have a handle on the galaxy map, so you could do very, very, very basic in-space maneuvers. Landing, no. You have no idea what to do with landing. Handling an emergency, forget it. But if the pilot had a heart attack, you can get into Super Cruise, you can get into which space you can navigate.
Nice.
In a rudimentary fashion.
Right, so if I say a couple of use points for spaceflight and stellar navigation?
Yeah, you can have two.
2 for each. Okay.
2 for each.
So Billy Bob overdoses
I mean,
on
you've been
drugs.
seriously watching this guy work for 4 solid days.
Cool.
One important thing before I get shut down for more roleplay, this is actually legitimately an important time for her to do this. Maggie, paralytic, does float in that cabin and goes, I'm only mean to you because that's what it's like in upper class. It's not. This is how we're raised. You realise that, right? This is to like Titus, Titus, Theon, and Benjamin. Just, I'm not doing it. I'm partially doing it because I have to.
I think he's mad at you because you never pronounce his name right. It's Zion.
Zion? Oh God! Nobody ever told me that.
Oh my
Nobody
god.
corrected me. Zion, then. Zion. I mean, you're quite smart. I mean, even Titus has his thing. I don't hate you, but you're very mean. And I'm getting old. I could just leave. But here I am with you lot.
Why did we let her out of economy?
Did you guys hear something?
You're so mean to me. Why are you so mean to me? I'm trying to be nice here, and you're just mean to me.
Okay. Are you going to be this absolutely trashed drunk as you're approaching the destination?
Oh no, she would have like started. She probably actually ran out of wine by like the end of the 3rd day. So the 4th day would mostly just be a hangover.
You ran out of all of that wine?
Oh no, she only drank like 3 flasks. She wasn't able to get the 3 bottles. She was only wasn't able to get to the main wine, was she?
Oh yeah, okay. I was gonna say. I mean,
She had the bottles in her bag.
Okay. I was like, Jesus.
No.
Christ.
It takes a lot, but she usually knows. Yeah, she knows how to handle her wine. But
Okay.
no, she does start to. She starts to kind of ration it as she gets to the end of the days.
So, as you're going, no, not busy spaceport. Stop. As you arrive, you pull into the star, and you hear the fuel scoop open, and you hear the whoosh of the stellar gases entering the fuel tank. You feel the ship rock on its axis and start heading out. It takes 10 to 15 minutes to get all the way out. It's about 300,000 light seconds out. This planet, and then the moon. Excuse me, the planet and then the moon. As he gets there, you feel the ship, and it's in normal space, just off from the moon. Now, hey everybody. I think y'all should come up here.
Alright.
This is, I think I might have found your anomaly.
Am I on the bridge already, or am I over down there?
You're already on the bridge.
Okay.
What you see, you look at the scanner, you look at the radar, and you see
a singular blip. It's a white blip, but when he targets it and you look at the readout of this thing, and it is flippin' enormous.
Oh, a black hole, is it?
No.
Okay.
It's definitely not Benjamin's Winky then.
God.
That's a small blip.
Sorry, Malcolm's Winky. My mistake.
Is there anything like as they approach into the front? Is there actually anything they can see outside the window?
You look out and you just see the blackness of space. I mean, you see stars. You would see, just normal space.
Holy fuck! Did we find Baxter?
As you look down, though, you can see this kind of greenish ammonia atmosphere of this moon.
Oh no. Would any of them know about Thargoids?
No.
No,
Actually,
because this is taking place before they were in the game.
This is pre-encounter.
Oh, okay.
This is like 3302.
Yep.
So they're myths, not reality.
Exactly.
Okay, so they wouldn't know that green equals Thargoid then.
Belly Bob's this ship have good shields?
Well, I mean, it has 5 A's on it. Got a couple of boosters on it.
I'm not sure we pay him enough for
That
this.
sounds quite good. Okay, can we start heading towards this anomaly then? That's where we're supposed to be going, guys.
Well, you see, that's the thing. This here's a mega ship. From what I'm seeing, we stopped a long ways away from it because I don't want to drop in too close in case its systems are still active. Although I'm not seeing much in the way of EM radiation.
I shall get my comm system out and I'll start writing a message to 11D.
All right.
We are approaching a megaship. Is this your contact location?
And it takes a solid 10 minutes to get a response. And it just replies, yes, proceed with caution.
I'll show that to Billy Bob then.
Oh, hell. Well, just by about this time, I'm assuming you guys have funneled up to the flight deck.
Oh, at least Margaret's been there for a little while.
Okay, and the rest of you are there. Here's the problem. Well, I don't quite understand it, but for some reason there's a... Well, I don't know what to call it other than it looks like an agricultural vessel. I don't know why it's all the way out here at Sajay. I'm not even getting the registry off in it. But...
Can we see it? Like...
No, you can't see it yet.
Do we at least have the silhouette?
Yes, you have
silhouette on the floor.
Yes, you have the
What
silhouette.
does it look like?
It looks like a giant agricultural ship.
What was no? So for those of us who don't know, what's agricultural ship?
Have you seen any of the mega ships in the game?
Oh, do you mean is this the ones that have like farms on them?
Yes.
Yes, I know the ones. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know what in the hell it's doing all the way out here, but
seems like an odd place to farm.
It's not an odd place to have an agricultural ship if you're supporting something on it, or if you were supporting something on it.
well, that's the problem. There ain't nothing out here, or at least a couple of 1,000 light years in every direction.
What about the things or people on the ship itself?
I suppose y'all want me to get close.
Can we? Is there any way we could
I'd
make
like you to-
contact with the ship?
We just did. That's who when I
Well, no,
spoke
you
to
called
11D.
11D. You didn't hail
Yeah.
the ship.
Can we hail the ship? See if anybody answers.
All right.
Poor Billy Bob.
He opens the comm panel and goes to local space and goes and he types out attention agricultural vessel and then sends that message on hailing frequencies.
No answer.
Nothing.
Oh, this is a little worrying. Just a tad.
Definitely not helped at all by the ominous music I just played.
I actually can't hear it. For some
Oh,
reason,
they
I'm not
can.
getting anything through Roll20, even though it's turned up.
My
If you're-
OBS kills Roll20, that's why I can't hear it.
If you're comfortable going down there, Billy Bob, unfortunately, that might be the only option. And I'm not happy about it either.
All right. So, just hold on to something.
Be careful.
4, 3, 2,
Latching.
Engage. And he hops into Super Cruise at, just over 40 kilometers per second, and then gets close, and you see the message: safe disengage ready. And he hits the disengage, and in front of you, you see this humongous agricultural vessel. You see its engine covers ripped off and fire coming out of the engine cells.
Oh,
You see
no.
the hull cracked and gases still spewing forth from the crack in the hull.
I hate that we know what this probably is and they don't.
The gases around it are white.
Oh.
And you see what looks like explosions along the hull, remnants of explosions along the hull.
Okay.
From-
Are they quite recent, or are they still burning, or have they gone out, or do they look old?
There is one or two fires still spewing out of the hole, but it seems pretty dead. There are no lights on, from what you can tell. None of the external lights, none of the internal lights, from what you can see. As soon as you come in, a message crackles over the emergency channel. Warning. Warning. Core breach imminent. Evacuate area.
Core breach. Does anyone know what that would be? What that means?
Well, I would
I can
assume it
imagine
means
the
that something on the
FSD.
ship's gonna
It's
blow
gonna
up.
blow.
That doesn't sound like a place we should be.
I agree.
Can we try hailing the ship itself? Have we done that yet?
Did we just do
Yeah.
that?
You hail the ship again.
Can we turn up the signal?
You blast the signal.
Right.
There's no response.
I'm gonna message 11D again and say this ship is about to blow. Is this really where we need to be?
5 minutes pass.
The ship's
Probably
already blown up.
automated message. Proceed.
Considering we've already decided that the money from this mission isn't even great, are we sure dying is worth it?
Well, the big clue I've got is that this is where the GM told us we need to go. So there could
The
be
issue
something.
about that, though, legitimately out of character, is it wouldn't be logical
Suddenly
to do.
Maggie gets vented into space.
Yeah.
No. This is an actual issue. Is it wouldn't be logical to do?
I actually agree, because my character at this point would basically say, "Nah, I'm not
No.
doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not getting on that thing." Cheerio.
Billy Bob scans the ship, and he goes, "Hey, I don't see a core 2 go critical on the ship. Seems to me that maybe it is just an automated message."
The place still looks dangerous.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, it's dangerous as all hell.
Billy Bob, would you dock on it?
So there's no like nodes that scan with little messages like all the other mega ships we've ever found, are there?
Sure, you can absolutely go up and scan the ship.
you know, if you want to, there's nodes.
Does Billy Bob's Spoober have a data scanner on it?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Wow, he's an impressive Spoober driver.
yeah. He's
I
got a
love
data
this
link
guy.
scanner.
Billy Bob, what do you expect?
It's a golden asp. It has all the toys.
Okay, shall we scan it then? Let's scan it. Billy
Ah.
Bob?
Anything's better than docking it.
Before we dock, get any information we can.
I think from the look of it, if the explodey bits and the burny bits are quite old and aren't continuously burning, then it should be fairly safe. If that damage has caused this core breach message to come and it's not done it yet, the chances are it's probably safe-ish.
All right. So Billy Bob maneuvers the ship and finds a data link. He connects to it without any issue. First thing Billy Bob does is pull the ship logs, and from the ship logs, you can see that
Who's
So-
typing?
Sorry.
from the ship logs, you can see that core breach was self-destruct mode was enabled, and then you see various transcriptions of the chief engineer, the first officer, and the captain talking. How the hell did this happen? Why is this happening? Who initiated it? Who has the key to this? And then scrambling to do everything to take it off, to get rid of it. At the last possible minute, the chief engineer ejected the frameshift drive and the two main fusion reactors from the ship. And then you see that they detonated, and the blast wave is what fractured the hull. Then you also see the general evacuation call of the ship, and then from what you can tell, there's an auxiliary fusion reactor that seems to be still functioning. There's very little atmosphere around the ship. A couple of the fires that you see are just residual atmosphere or oxygen tubes that are leaking into that corridor where the hole is.
Okay, so the cores that have probably been damaged have gone, so we're not in danger of an explosion. There's not a lot of atmosphere, so we need to get EVA suits or Remlocks. Would Remlocks be enough on their own?
Yeah.
Unless, of course, the Golden Asp has some EVA suits on it.
The Golden Asp has EVA suits on them.
Ooh! I'm all squibbly now. Okay, well, I suggest we suit up. Billy Bob docks the ship in the mega ship, and we have a look around. Is there anything that might anything in those logs that might indicate what it is that 11D maybe would want us to look for?
Nothing. It's pretty much just a bunch of screaming and running.
It's a big ship.
Did we get any sort of cargo manifest or anything like that?
No, but you can get one.
That would seem to be sensible.
On the ship, there was 800,000 tons of food. There was fuel, oxygen canisters. There was a couple of 100,000 tons of bio waste. Well, it's an agricultural ship. What else are you going to use for fertilizer? There's some agri-medicines. There's some there's seeds on board. There's a shitload of water. Basically nothing of value unless you're trying to farm.
So it had some reason to be out here.
Must be some reason they want us to come here as well. I'd have thought.
Benjamin,
Yep.
I'm sorry, Malcolm, may I have, set your difficulty to 3,
and then give me awareness and intellect.
So that's just gonna be what? Am I doing mind or senses on this?
You'll do. Oh, I'm sorry. You'll do. You're gonna do mind, and then chuck 2 dice for awareness in it.
As a point, would because Margaret sort of has a lot of knowledge.
My
if she was
awareness
running
is plus
check.
3.
Your awareness is plus 3.
You can't have +3 awareness.
But no,
natural.
it's something else. I forgot. It's 2, but
It's
I think
2. You
we're
added 1. For
we
a different
added
roll,
something
yeah,
else.
because one of the
Yeah.
rolls is broken.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah. So you'd have 2, and then Zion, I would also like you to make this roll. Specifically because you're a pilot.
So I'm doing mind plus awareness.
You're gonna do intellect plus awareness, and set your difficulty to 3. You should be able
Yeah,
to
I'm-
notice this.
Without a
I'm-
controlling stat.
I get that. Yeah, I have to have like one main stat
No,
to
no,
roll
I'm
in.
sorry. You'll be doing mind, but I'm gonna give you your awareness. die.
Okay, so I should add my awareness to the
Yes,
intellect pool.
add your 2 to the intellect.
'Kay.
Sorry.
4 successes.
And did you roll, Malik? Oh, you're not talking. Do you have this muted?
Oh, you know what? My awareness is actually only a 1, not a 2. Looking at my paper sheet.
Reroll it.
So that would be an intellect plus.
If you're talking, Malik, I still can't hear you.
Oh,
Test.
There you
Test.
go. I got you.
I didn't change anything. That's
It's still 4 successes.
okay. So roll 46, and what's difficulty?
3. Okay. Oh wow, they're all black dice.
Okay.
I'm refreshing the page.
I'm wondering if it's because my color is.
I've got the same, dude. I think it's just that's what it chose for his
I can
dice.
see. I can see.
It's-
No, I can see
I
them.
think it's because
Oh.
I had
I-
my character was black color on roll 20.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I can see that. I can
I
see
see
his
it.
rolls. 3, 5, 6, and 5.
Yeah. No, you got it. You got it. I was just saying the 3D dice were black, but that's just
Oh.
a choice on roll 20. Okay. You guys notice that there is additionally a restricted cargo manifest.
Ooh.
Hey guys, there's a restricted cargo manifest.
But noticing that too, you also notice the section of where it is.
And that
And-
section is.
Let's call it Deck 4, Section 3.
Basically, that's where we're going.
It's in Deck 4, Section 3.
You also notice that a significant amount of power from the auxiliary reactor is being routed to that room.
A lot of power from the auxiliary reactor seems to be routing toward that room.
that seems like a big target.
I think that's where we need to be going.
Is that the X? Is it?
Yes.
Upon the Agra ship,
Yeah.
you'll find your target.
Well,
so
let's
please be
board the
quick.
ship. Be on the lookout for spelly bobs. Those are space skeletons.
Yeah.
So you instruct Billy Bob to dock, and he doesn't. He looks through the manifest and goes, "Well, all right. There's only one dock available that's still powered. It's on deck 1. It's kind of far. All right. Hold on to your butts." And he
ship, and you hear hard dock cheap. Maybe you guys, I'm gonna leave the airlock active. I don't want none of that spooky air getting on in here.
Not the spooky air.
You guys can use my EVA suits. Should have enough for all of you.
Okay, I'm going to go and suit up then.
Right. Yeah. I'll put on a suit.
Margaret is going to suggest
I don't
that
think your frilly dress is gonna fit inside the EVA suit, though.
she's actually going to suggest. I would much prefer, as I will only be a hindrance in a situation like this, that I stay on comms and help you more mentally.
Okay.
So Maggie's staying aboard.
It's probably a good idea. At least one of us will survive this then.
One, she knows that she'll probably die if she goes on there, and two, she'll probably be a lot better when she's not tripping over stuff and heals.
So, I'm just gonna hum the Avengers theme music while I put my EVA suit on.
Which Avengers?
The modern Avengers, the movies.
The Marvel Avengers.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you guys take off and start heading towards getting your EVA suits, and he turns to Maggie and goes, "Hi, how about if I unlock that cargo hold and we go take a look at some of that wine you got?"
You know what? Yes, I'd be willing to share a little with you as we keep an eye out. But we do need to keep aware. You have to remember that.
Well, boy, howdy, let's get it on.
Drink aware.
And he gets up and starts. He starts hauling ass. Like he's been eyeing that wine since he took off.
She shouts back, "One bottle for now, though, Billy Bob. We'll share."
He opens it up, brings back literally the most expensive bottle because he kind of actually knows this shit.
Impressive.
Comes
Before-
back
When she brings back, she looks at it and she mentions the wine. Goes, "You have good taste, Billy Bob."
and goes, "Hell's on top."
Before the rest of us disembark, I'm going to lock and encrypt the front door to the first class cabin. I don't want any of their antics to happen on our furniture while we're away.
Okay,
Oh,
but first
no,
of all-
maybe. Actually,
First of all,
maybe.
it's Billy Bob's furniture. Second of all,
I know, but I'm
really-
still. I have to sleep on it on the way home, so I'm locking him out.
Really?
There are 3 signs of the end of the world coming. Plague
That's
of
what the economy
locusts,
cabin's for.
cats and dogs living together,
And Margaret has sex
and
with
Billy Bob and Margaret getting on.
Yeah.
She's starting to warm up to him, but perhaps not that much.
Yeah,
No.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
Yeah. Billy Bob finds her
old.
kind of distasteful, but he figures, fuck it, let's just get drunk.
She
Right.
is still staying
That's
away.
how
to
most
be
of my
fair.
relationships start.
So
Right.
you've all got you all have your EVA suits on, and you make your way into the airlock. The door from the ship goes slowly. And you see the pressure dropping on the gauge. And as soon as the pressure equalizes, it goes boop boop, bing bing.
Good news, boys. There's a dying cat on board. We can breathe.
And it's like 1 millibar. There's almost no pressure, and you start to walk into a black corridor. And just as you step foot, we end the session for the week.
Lol. That cliffhanger though.
Troll.
Kappa.
Hang on, Malik. You're going to complain at anyone being a cock tease after what you did to those poor bastards in Sea of Thieves yesterday.
Wait, what?
What did he do?
How long? How long did you make them chase your sloop with no treasure in it?
Only 30, 40 minutes.
Oh my god.
30 to 40 minutes.
Yeah.
I had a couple...
Malik is and will forever be known as a cock tease.
Pretty much, yeah. In the game yesterday, yeah. People were chasing me for 30-40 minutes because they thought I had treasure or something. I didn't have anything. I had just gotten the damn ship. I was like, oh, this will be fun practice. So I just practiced sailing. It just happened to be that 2 people were chasing me the entire time, but oh well.
Crazy. So.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, and then jumped off the boat and scuttled the ship. But they didn't even get the satisfaction of exploding.
All right, Blaze Benjamin.
Me?
When's the next time you're streaming?
Oh God, I don't know.
Good talk. DJ, what's your plans? What's your upcoming plans? What are you doing this week?
So I always forget how long this session runs for. But I was supposed to go live
This time every week.
Yeah, well, I was supposed to go live in 10 minutes' time. So what I'm actually thinking about doing is, if anyone's got some free time, anyone fancy some Sea of Thieves for the evening?
Damn it! I have to go be a responsible adult, do work things.
I might be able to do that for. I can probably hang out for an hour and a half.
I'd have to get stuff downloaded and get the pass and that all working. I don't know how long the hell that would take me.
No, for so many reasons.
I can crew up with you for an hour and a half if you're okay with that.
Cool.
All right. Malik, what's your plans for the week? What are you going to be doing until next time?
Oh, continue to do some Elite Dangerous, maybe some Sea of Thieves during my nighttime, but that seems to be about it.
Awesome. Buttons. And by the way, real quick before you answer that, if you guys are wondering if you're not familiar with anybody up here, and if you're not, what are you doing with your life in Twitch right now? Each one of their names, that is how you find them on Twitch. DJ Truthsayer is DJ Truthsayer. Malik
Actually, you
_VR.
flipped mine backwards.
God damn it, it's Benjamin Blaze. But it doesn't matter, he don't stream anyway.
Oh, no, never mind. My name is correct on your stream. Look at that.
Yeah,
Aha.
excuse me.
I'm
I
looking
didn't
at
look.
I'm looking at my name on the VC window.
Oh no, I researched everybody's Twitch handles and made something
Alright,
all
yes.
fine.
Yes, that is my Twitch name. Alright.
Next week I'm gonna fix the timer because there's supposed to be a thing that's blasting everybody's Twitch thing out, but Nightbot's being a night butt. So I'm gonna fix it for next week. Anyway, buttons. What are you doing next? What are you doing for the rest of the week?
Oh gosh, what day is it? Sunday.
Sunday.
Okay. Wednesday I'm doing something. I'm not entirely certain what. Going to attempt to be art. Might end up being more Minecraft. It'll be a bit of anything probably. And Saturday, I'm going to try. It was meant to happen this Saturday. I'm going to try and get it done. I'm going to try and do the first sketch streamer. Unfortunately, this Saturday didn't work out well. If it goes forward, I'll be drawing the lovely face of Bognogus. At the moment, my arts are a little bit up and down. If not, I'll be playing more video games, creative style. So.
Well, you know that if you're gonna draw Bognogus, all you have to do is get the mustache right.
Oh yeah.
The parasite that's behind it is.
I plan on drawing the entirety of Bognogus, parasite and all. So.
Selezen.
Yo.
What's up? What's your plans for the week?
My plans for the week are my normal stream tomorrow night, 8 PM UK time. I'll be on. Usually it's Elite Dangerous because it's Dangerous Monday.
Yes. And if you don't know, if you're in the United States, they literally just had their daylight savings time as well, so it's going to be
back to normal.
Back to normal times. He's not going to be an hour early. And Simon, poor Simon, he's had the worst luck with work right now. And he's the guy that's just been having to clean up the mess, basically. So, having said that, I'm sure he will be on. Simon is literally his Twitch name. Probably doing this, that, and the other, because he switches around a lot. But, in the meantime, I'm ChaosDispenser. I'm going to be doing D&D on Galestrom's channel tomorrow, which the Ruins of Theron, oh my god. I play Harrison Crane. I'm a smartass and a cleric. And it's amazing fun. And then probably gonna have to move Factorio because the 29th Far Cry 5 launches, and I love Far Cry. I need to play it on launch day because well, I just have to. Sorry.
Yeah, looks good.
To double check, Factorio is still Tuesday.
Factoria's. What day is the 29th? Is that Tuesday?
29th
is
is
Tuesday.
Thursday.
Isn't
It's
it?
Thursday.
Oh,
Factorio is gonna be Is gonna be on
Okay.
time. And Malik will
But-
be there with me as
I
well
thought
as
Far Cry came out the 27th.
Is it? I don't know. What day is
Let's
it?
double check.
Whatever. Let me tell you, if Far Cry
Yeah,
wants
the
you, I'm gonna be
27th.
playing
Far Cry comes out Tuesday.
Okay, Far Cry comes out Tuesday. Malik, are you cool with moving Factorio
To
Thursday?
Thursday, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, then. This has been awesome, everybody. Thank you for showing up. We're gonna go over and hang out with DJ because we're gonna be playing some Sea of Thieves. I will see y'all later.
Have fun.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
And hi. So I'm gonna jump into the Sovereignty TeamSpeak at this point.
Yep.
So everyone.
Well, that's that done for now. I've got all those guys going off in my ear again still. So, that's the end of that for this week. I hope you've enjoyed it. As I say, this I'll be putting this up on YouTube if you're watching live. If you watch this on YouTube, then thank you for watching this long. It's quite a long stream. So I'm gonna not waste any time. We'll speak to you again soon. As I said, as the guy said, I'll be online tomorrow at 8 PM UK time for Dangerous Mondays. So I'll be playing Elite Dangerous with the Ed Tracker and the new joystick I just got today. So hopefully I'll get all that problem sorted out. So thank you for watching. Take care and see you soon.